Hi, this is Paul from Pear Tree Education. In today's video, I want to give you an example of what I consider to be a great way of implementing 21st century education. The example I'd like to discuss is information graphics, also known as infographics. For those of you who don't think you're familiar with infographics, well, don't worry, because you are. Infographics are in the media all of the time. Infographics are used to communicate complex things in a visually simple medium that anyone can understand. These complex things include finances, statistics, timelines, and even technical processes. These information graphics can be used to show relationships between two or more things, such as a cause and effect relationship. They can be used to make comparisons, such as between two politicians or two athletes. On the other hand, information graphics are nothing new. Diagrams, graphs, and charts have been around for centuries. However, the execution of such diagrams until late has lacked any appreciation for the visual medium. In other words, such graphs look so boring and visually unattractive that they do a disservice to the information they're trying to communicate. Modern infographics, on the other hand, are works of art. They cover all of the aspects of 21st century education. If you see my previous videos about 21st century education, you'll know that Pear Tree Education advocates 7 key elements: integrated subjects, technology, hands-on learning, collaboration, student-centered learning, creativity, and real-life application, which includes entrepreneurship. Infographics really do justice to these requirements. Not only do they cover basically any school subject, but they also require integration of subject matter. Whether you're presenting data or processes, you're covering mathematics, science, and technology. For data more related to human sciences, you're looking at politics, history, geography, and other social sciences. The presentation requires creativity through language arts, visual arts, including graphics design, and technology, as most infographics are ultimately created on computers for a clean finish that can be displayed online or in publications. As there's such an intensive requirement for interdisciplinary work, there's also a strong need for collaboration among students. One student is unlikely to be able to do well in all of these different areas, and may even become discouraged at their lack of ability to do so. In an effective team, however, they'll be able to showcase their skills while also learning a lot about the things that they're not so good at. Designing infographics is extremely student-centered. Teachers are there to act as mentors, as their role should be. And fact-based learning plays second fiddle to the needs of higher-level thinking skills. Think about it this way. To produce an effective infographic, it's not enough to know a bunch of facts. You need to know the material so well and so deeply that you're able to filter it down to its pure essence. In other words, the easier an infographic seems, the more work that probably went into making it, because the people that have produced it have had to think long and hard about what is essential to show and what should be left out. Also, they have to think about how best to present such information and how best not to present it. In terms of real-life application, the ability to produce infographics is highly desirable in any career related to journalism, media, web design, marketing, statistics, economics, politics, education, and graphics design. For entrepreneurs, it's also a very useful skill to have, because it provides an effective way to communicate business concepts to any potential client. Whereas words often need modifying based on the level of person you're talking to, infographics are fairly universal as a communication medium. Aside from boring graphs and diagrams, information graphics are completely ignored in education, which is something I passionately would love to see changed. While the average teacher would struggle to be able to teach infographics, that's no excuse. There's no such thing as a perfect infographic. Students should be introduced to them, shown examples of small and large versions done by professionals, and then be provided a step-by-step process from the data analysis all the way to the finished computerized version. It would almost certainly require collaboration between teachers to implement, so that's another good aspect to information graphics. For me, infographics are a very strong example of 21st century education in action, and while you can't base your whole curriculum around this, information graphics would certainly enrich your classes tenfold. So what about you? Have you ever implemented information graphics in your lessons? If so, what kind of lesson was it? What was the topic or class content? What were some of the highlights for you and your students? If you've enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. I'll be bringing out more videos like this to promote ways of implementing 21st century education. This is Paul from Pear Tree Education. Thanks for watching.